Okay, so we're on rapid fire assault right now. The spot of the notorious spin glitching for sly speedrunning. And I think I have found a way to make getting out of bounds like so a tad bit more consistent. Through my testing, it seems to be random still, and I may not have found the best way to do it, but as you can see, it is a lot more consistent on getting you out of bounds. I do think that there is a bit of random involved, as you know, as it's going to be, because it is kind of like a proxy. And I got out again, as you can see. But the randomness is cut down to the point that it makes this trick more consistent to pull off. That can happen. I mean, it will still shoot you out. It will still, you know, it will still send you to places that you don't want to go. But it has happened far less. And I've gotten out far more times using this method relatively quickly. The average time on good solid spins, two bad ones right in a row, but that stuff can happen. It's Sly Cooper. But my average time on getting out of the level when it kind of wants to cooperate is around 15 seconds, where the way of doing it now is is a lot longer than that because it is so random. And the longer, there you go, the trick here, I think, is also doing proper spins. Spinning properly and doing wide, normal, you know, perfect circles on your controller is definitely required. It seems that whenever I mess up my spins, I just don't go anywhere, or, you know, I just get bounced off the wall, kind of like that. And then I can't, whoa, not too bad. It is still random though, like I said, it's not perfect, but it's a start. I've been, recording for 3 minutes, and I've gotten out, 5 or 6 times. So, let me get out one more time and then I'll explain the method. There we go. So the method that I've found that makes it a little bit more consistent is to approach the corner while firing at if you hold down right on your right analog stick, you'll go into the wall like this. And I like to line the cane up with the edge of the building like that, and while firing, I mean. So I like to do this and then go to the left and then spin back around the other way. So you do it kind of quickly, and it should give you a better result as far as actually sending you out of bounds. Maybe, if I can do it correctly. Like I said, the spinning technique seems to be pretty important. And I can't promise that this will work, you know, 100% of the time. But it is a start to make spinning less random and more speedrun friendly, if you can have some form of technique. See, the old method was to take Sly and just do this in the corner until it sent you out, and you would just get thrown all over the place and it just wouldn't work, and you could spin whichever way you wanted and you just kind of had to hope for it to knock you out, where it's just knocking you all over the place. But with this method, I got it first spin try right there. So like I said, it is random, but it does work consistently enough to make this speedrun friendly. Or at least more speedrun friendly than the older way of doing it. Yeah, I think speedrunners will have a lot less trouble here. And hopefully we can maybe work out a different way to do it to make it even more consistent, because this is still pretty random, as you can see, but it's in your randomness is tighter, so you'll get closer to getting out of bounds with your randomness here, which kind of, I don't know if that made any sense, but like, you know, most of your jumps are you getting up on that railing and then not going over the railing. It's not sending you, you know, in random directions. And what I like to do, if it doesn't work, I like to back up and literally just try again. Come back in. So like I said, it's not perfect and it won't get you out fast every time. But it will get you out more times than not in a quick, whoops, I kind of messed that up, in a quick way. And I do think that the spins, how you do the spins, are very important for this glitch. I think, see, because right there I'm doing like inconsistent spins and they don't want to work, but when I do more consistent spins, he tends to bounce more, like so. And one other thought that I had, I don't know if it works, and I've been too lazy to test it. And come on, let me get out of bounds here. Oh, please. So like I said, it is, whoops, it is still random. And I haven't actually tested if going faster or slower is better. I've gotten out on slow. Actually, why don't we just try that now? See, it does still kick you going relatively slow. And for some reason I have an issue with going fast spinning. It doesn't seem to want to work as well. Maybe there's something that deals with speed. But maybe we can take this as the basis of the spins and try to work with it there. There might be a better setup, but for some reason this just seems to be more consistent at kicking slide towards the exit, or rather towards out of bounds, instead of across the screen like that. But what I had an idea of is trying to get slide to ride along this side and jumping down on top of the key. I don't know if that's actually possible, because it seems like this thing takes a little longer to spawn in than it does for slide to get down there. And you can't actually see where you're jumping, so it's a blind jump. But if that works, then it's worth it, because even if you miss, you're still right here to be able to get the key. But anyway, that's been my half an hour of testing, and hopefully making spinning a lot less of a headache for high-level speedruns. So I hope you guys can figure this out, because I think it would be awesome to finally get some consistency to this skip. Thanks for watching.